they kind of like turn and seem disoriented. They like back up. As they do, one of the thing's lower arms kind of like moves to like sweep them into an embrace, and they're pulled in to its chest and like begin melting into its chest.
Oh dear.
And they're sort of like aborted, strangled screams are cut short as they fuse with it.
Oh no.
Is that also a heal?
Oh yeah.
Possibly.
It's all
Possibly.
heal. It's all heal. It's all it. Like it's.
Oh, man.
It's reabsorbing its own abyssal energy.
Yep.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
yeah, humans are like the lie generators, right? So there's.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
These guys down here are. They kind of like these two sort of like kneel down next to Hitler, and like seem to be trying to help him, but they don't really know what to do, and he's just like smacking at them. And the other.
No, let me die. I deserve this.
Well, he can't say anything.
Yeah, but that's what he's
Maybe.
thinking. Yeah, I deserve this.
So much death, so much suffering.
Yep, he's so guilty.
Yep. Karma.
Yep, the ones with the most sins have the most guilt.
And he did this to himself.
Yes, he
By
did.
shooting him.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
That foolish fool.
That's what you get for trying to shoot at Fate Mage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're beginning to lose cohesion. This thing is still slowly powering forward. You've pumped so much damage into it, but it is like an inevitable extension of some greater thing that just refuses to stop. Also, I forgot on its turn to have you guys make
Oh yeah, crazy rolls.
yeah, Gnosis plus Resolve plus Composure.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I mean, I think I know what the result of this is going to be, but
5. I got 5.
I got 2.
3, 4, 5,
Stop counting.
6,
No.
7,
No.
8, 9, 10. Okay, so yeah, I think you won.
What does that do again?
That is you lose a point of willpower.
All right. Willpower tank is all empty.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Yep. I know that has like deleterious effects, but I don't remember what.
You are mentally exhausted. There's no mechanical effect from that, at least.
Okay.
Yeah. You feel drained more than you'd normally feel, though, from willpower strain.
Oh boy.
Like you feel drained of self. That brings it back to top of the round. You guys go first because of acceleration, and their acceleration has dropped.
Right. Oh, sure, but next turn the acceleration will re-effectively do it again.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Because the spell continues.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, what do you guys like to do?
Pretty
Pretty much your only threat now is this thing.
Yep.
And
I mean,
it's
there's the side
inevitable
dudes.
advance.
Yeah. The side dudes, I guess, are probably going to just keep.
And what's up with the Celesti?
Someone busy.
He's dead. I mean, he got his like flesh was flash fried.
Cool. So yeah, as far as I know, he's done.
Yeah.
Damn it. Because I was, this turn, if he wasn't dead, gonna shared fate the Celesti and the thing.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, so then any damage dealt to the thing gets dealt to the Celesti and vice versa.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
Mm-hmm. But too late. It's dead.
All right. Well. Right then. Yeah, so I don't have any better pump damage into this thing. Anyone else?
Just Grave Miss or not Grave. My 5-dot Chaos Mastery.
Okay. Yep.
I can throw quite a bit at it with that.
Yeah.
But to get to that level that I was at before is pretty tough.
Yeah, remember the additive paradox dice and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'll just try and kill it right here. Oh! I was looking at boons to see if I can somehow give someone willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Is that possible through any of these? Through any of the conditions?
I don't think so.
I can't remember.
No, not as far as I remember.
Yeah, I'm like trying to look for him, and I don't see anything like saying like, you know, if something, then gain a willpower kind of thing.
I got a side question.
Yeah.
Is the book okay? Where
you don't see it. You're not sure where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, currently he's like occupying the space where it was, so yeah, you're not sure.
Okay. That's too bad. All right. Well, so I'm just gonna put damage into him.
Pump a bunch of damage.
Punch a dump damage.
Yep. That's it.
Yep. So if you got anything that you want to do before then.
No, I'll probably do the same. More damage as well, but I'll wait in case some. I'll kind of go last again in case fuckery happens. Time Mage should kind of go last.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here.
I'll still rolling the other guys too. Also going to pump a bunch of damage.
Yeah, I get to do a single target spell. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right then.
Okay, so.
Okay, so this thing doesn't have any paradox to start with, but I do have to add 4 paradox.
Yep, plus 4 dice.
Yep, but then the tool, I guess, takes 2 of those away.
Yep. So 2 dice.
So 2 paradox for this one. I will spend 1 point of mana and make it 1 paradox dice.
Okay. You don't have. Oh, what are you casting?
Oh, wait a second.
Are you casting Celestial?
Oh no, you know what? I am going to be reach. Forgot to click that. I'm 1 reach over because I'm spending.
Okay, yeah, I thought you would be 1 reach over.
Yeah.
With your aggravated damage spell.
Right.
So that would pop you up to 4 paradox dice.
Okay, so the mana I ticked off was just for the aggravated damage. So then, okay, so, oh right, and the tool does 2. Okay, so with the tool and not spending any mana on paradox, I'm at 5 paradox dice.
Okay.
Gross.
Are you gonna?
So
he says.
let me 4 mana to reduce the paradox to 1.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be 5 mana for the turn then.
Yep. No paradox.
Okay. Yuck. Icky. But on the other hand, 7 dice to roll.
Mm-hmm.
To plus the fire. Yeah. Okay. 2 successes to deal 7 aggravated damage.
Okay.
Sensory range, of course.
7 aggravated.
Yes.
Okay. 6, 13.
That is
Okay.
about what I can reasonably pump out now. Doc's going on.
Yep. So, okay. So I rolled for Caliban. For Dominus now. Okay. he succeeded. Gray, are you going, or are you waiting to see what everyone else does?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Because my...
So with your prescience, these three are the three in the front. They're all pumping just like aggravated damage en masse into this thing.
Okay.
Oh dear.
And Rapture is going to do the same. Her mana tank is fairly full because she hasn't been doing damage.
She's been keeping the mooks busy for her.
Yep. Piling up all the baddies behind there, which they're pretty securely behind there at this point. Alright, so it's 5, 5. Still have to deal with Paradox. No. Okay, dealt with that. And then success. Okay. So that's you did 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 21, 28. A combined 28 points of aggravated damage.
Oh boy.
So as the group of you, also Nave, just kind of like walks up next to you, Derek, and seems to be waiting to see what happens as well.
Enjoying the show, I guess.
So
a Zoom monster.
You did Celestial Fire, right?
Yes, I did.
So a combination of blazing white fire, the teleportation damage, the withering of life, and an entropic death beam from from Rapture.
Wow.
Just like rips this thing to pieces, and it doesn't so much like get destroyed as it does like get sort of like you chunk the upper parts of its body as it's like slides back into the like chasm of anti-reality that it is tearing through the world. And it like slips and is sort of forced to fall back into it as its arms are like destroyed and disintegrated. As it falls down, one of its arms kind of reaches out and wraps around the Celesti and drags him down into the abyss with him.
Yeah.
And they just both disappear into the darkness.
Perfect. And the book's just hanging out?
Yeah, I gotta change this because this was under him. So let me do a little bit of map editing here real quick.
Okay.
Let's get these guys out of the way. They're definitely not there anymore.
Oh man, I'm vaguely nervous about that Celesti.
About the Celesti what?
About that Celesti coming back now.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
He could probably fix that. The big dude.
Maybe.
So as
wait.
the rift does not close.
Could I go when he went to grab the Celesti?
Could you go? Yeah.
Okay, because I had a spell all queued up, ready to rock.
Sure. What is it?
It was Chaos Mastery, and it was cast at 11 potency.
All right.
And I'm wondering if that would shred its body to just absolute nothingness. There's nothing left to grab.
I mean, you could cast it and see, yeah.
Oh my god, the paradox. Alright, right. Okay, I got 1 success.
1 success. How many paradox dice though?
This is my no paradox actually, but this is my 4th time casting.
So plus 5 dice to your paradox.
I'm glad I didn't. I had no paradox on the fucking.
So 2 successes on the paradox die.
All right, so. God damn it! I forgot 7 dice to resist.
Yep.
And look at all them 10s and 9s. By all them, I mean 1 and 1, because I thought there's a bunch of 6s.
Okay. You got 2 successes at least, though?
Yes.
All right, so you take 2 points of resistant bashing.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'm hurt. No, I wasn't. He got rid of that.
Yep.
I would have been quite hurt.
Yep. So the
Okay. Yeah, so I try to just.
Okay, yep, so you fully contain. You take 2 points of bashing damage. The spell succeeds. As you sort of like as it goes to sort of like drag away, one of the like containers here, sort of like twisted by the like the writ in reality, kind of slides down and like smashes into the arm that was going to like grab him, and it doesn't fully grab him. It kind of like pulls him part way through, and like he gets kind of the body of the Celestia gets kind of like shorn in half.
There we go.
At some point in sort of the edge of the reality, and you actually see like one of his like withered arms remains on the ground here, as well as like a couple other parts, like a foot right there.
All right.
His robe.
He still got some of them.
Yeah.
Damn it. I didn't want to change what I had ready.
Yeah.
Like I you know. I could have fucking done something. I could have done some fuckery to get him, but whatever.
Yeah.
I tried.
So
That's right.
the combat is more or less over. These guys, like, whatever power was sustaining them seems to have run out. They were shooting with basically just 100% focus, but they've kind of just like lost that and are just kind of almost catatonic now. As they just kind of like look around at their surroundings. Their guns just sort of like fall limply from their hands as the burning bodies are around them. And you hear there is like the oppressive just like presence of the abyss still taking up far too much of your senses in this room. But other than that, the only sound you hear is the faint scraping of the monsters sealed away by Rapture, and the ever-dimming, choking sounds of Hitler suffocating.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
Yep. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is, even before we turn around and start cleaning up the dudes in the cages.
Also, the book. The altar is gone. Or it's not so much gone as it seems to have been replaced by almost like a black, slimy, like anti-reality duplicate of itself. That's still like occupying the same space. And the altar sits upon that. Like inside of the rift, still open.
Right. So the thing I want to do, I guess, like before even dealing with the side things, is seeing that the book is there, try and use telekinesis to bring it into reality.
Yeah, good call.
So let me see how that spell works. I don't think I've used it before. 3-dot force a spell. Primary effective duration. Right. So this would, I guess, probably be a simple spell. Try and not do anything fancy right away. Primary effective duration, so 5 rounds, and then it's be like super weak, whatever default potency is. Also try and close the book at the same time because, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you could probably do that with telekinesis.
Yep. Two successes. Yes.
2 successes. Nice. There's no paradox.
Let me double check how many reaches there would have been. I forgot. Yes, that's right. I was trying to do the short version. Oh, right, and then I gotta check the spell level. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna click some buttons here a second. 1 second. Click. Not one. Click. Duration, long-term, bronzy one. Range, I guess aimed. Scale, regular. Okay, it didn't have any paradox. It's just the base spell. But it does have 5 from, reasons.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess I'll spend.
So which is reduced to 3 from your dedicated tool.
Oh, good, thank you. So I'll spend 2 mana to bring it down to 1.
Okay. Yep. You already rolled the spell, right? You got 2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 successes.
So no paradox.
Okay.
Statistics finally rolled in your favor with the 1 dice.
Yeah.
So as you cast the spell, gotta roll something here.
Oh boy. Gotta roll corruption to Amadine mines or something. I don't know.
2. Okay.
Oh, got another drink.
Okay. So you cast the spell. You reach out with telekinesis and pull the book off the altar. As you do, what's the potency of this?
Potency 1.
Potency 1. Okay, so it's not exceptionally strong.
It's only 1. It's like Mage Hand, I guess.
Yeah. So you pull it off. As you do, you see like hands reaching up from the altar to try and like grab the book and pull it back.
Ooh.
As it like floats out, and then you hear Knave snap his fingers and go, no touching. And the speed at which the hands are coming out of the altar significantly decreases. Allowing you to pull the book out before they have a chance to grab onto it.
Oh man, that would have been bad.
Yeah. So the book flights up and flies towards you, closing itself as it comes to hover wherever you'd like it to be. I guess in front of you. Closed and
does
latched. It has a latch and a lock.
Oh, okay.
The lock does not look functional, but
all right. So I guess we're just going to take my belt, I guess, and trying not to touch the book. Close that up extra good, and with the extra little belt being like a handle to just to hold on to it. Because I don't want to touch it like at all.
Rapture kind of steps up next to you and looks at it and says, "We'll have to make sure it's more securely bound once we get out of this mess."
Yeah. So I'm just hanging on to a book by the end of a belt.
Yeah, so like I said, combat's pretty much over. The fire fades, and Revel kind of like steps up and holds the bottle out, and the entity kind of like disintegrates into like this this ooze, which he collects back up into the vessel,
Okay.
and gives a little pat before putting it into his pocket.
Nice.
And he says, "Is anyone injured from actual things, not magic?"
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't use this to heal.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
There's a couple shakes of the head. Knave says, "I believe that Gray took a bullet."
Oh, it
But,
was
we
well
can-
worth it.
Yes, that was a nasty little trap you set for him. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest.
As did I. He is he still suffering?
Looks to be, although not for much longer.
No, he's racked with guilt over all his past doings.
He kind of sighs and nods and says, "But one of us got him in the end,
Mm-hmm.
even if it was too late to change much."
Indeed.
Dominus then says, "We should not stay here. I'm sure that you can all feel the effects of the abyss. We need to seal this place away. You have the book."
Yes. Does anyone actually know how to close rifts like that, or are we just gonna put a door on this room?
Rapture says, "I don't think we should try. We've all let a little bit of too much of the abyss into our magic already. I think going closer to that would risk something worse."
Yes, you may be right.
Maybe we can come back later.
Yep.
Well, I guess either we come back later or you come back much later.
Well, we'll have to see about that. We'll talk about that later. Anyways,
Let's get out of here.
Yep. Should we dispose of the remaining creatures?
I suppose it would be more merciful to kill them now. It's Knave.
Yeah.
He just like pulls out a pistol and starts walking down the row. Caliban joins him.
Okay. Wow. Using not magic. What an idea.
I mean, when you get like what +6 paradox dice just from casting a spell,
right? Yeah.
that's why you bring a pistol around.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because I'm fairly certain some of these were alive when we came to visit. So, yeah.
Rapture says the ones behind my barriers, they'll be there for a while. I don't really want to deal with them right now. I say we just leave them. I'll make something strong enough they can't get out.
Okay. Amadon's gonna think for a minute, because if we leave them here, then Pentex, was it?
Yep.
Pentex is going to be able to do the research that they were doing here.
Mm-hmm.
If we kill them, does that change time too much?
Depends on what you want to change.
I'm all about changing time, honestly. Fuck the timelines.
Right, because Pentex... Maybe we do have to talk about this now, because Pentex doing research here and leaving behind records is partially how we knew about what was in this room.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it won't affect your knowledge because you have protection from time alteration travelers.
Right, but
So you will still remember the timeline that you delete and get the information from it.
Yep. Okay. Perhaps we don't have to worry about trying to preserve a loop then, because it's more of a fork.
Yeah, more of a fork.
Okay.
Sticking a fork in it. Because it's fucking
Man.
dumb.
Okay. No, I can't even kill them myself. There's too much paradox right now, and I have no mana left.
Yeah, that's the main issue.
All these monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones.
What happens if we just throw them in the abyss?
Well, can you
from
do that?
the abyss, or of the abyss at least? And I doubt they'll go back willingly.
All right. Well, I guess I can't do anything about it right now.
About all these bastards.
Yep. I could. I could probably do one more spell. With the mana
Can
I
you
have
kill 20 of them with one spell?
Could you blast 20 of them into the abyss?
Sam thinks for a moment as he clicks buttons.
You might be able to do some kind of like throw them in if they like lure them out into this hallway.
No, I can't remember. We talked about this.
Just tip the floor and slide them in there, basically.
Yeah, that could be easier. Let's see here.
I can't remember. We talked about this a little bit. Can I cast Shifting Sands in this timeline?
No, because yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
You can't tell a story in a story in a story.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No Tales of Scheherazade for you. Oh, duration. I got to up duration. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I do.
Are we on the paradox stuff still?
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Until the end of the scene, which is basically until you leave this room.
Well, let's leave and come back.
No, you can't do that.
No cheese. No cheese, please.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
No, you can't do that. Fuck! He's foiled my plan.
Okay. So I'm currently at +6 paradox because of freaking everything. So can I even do this? 1 second. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 4. If I cast a spell, I get 4 paradox dice.
Oh, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. So I have to explain it to everyone else. I can shift gravity so that everything in the hallway falls towards the rift. It will only last 20 seconds. So the monsters would have to be in the hallway for that to work.
Dominus kind of nods and says that should be enough. We just all move out to the doorway. Rapture lets go of her shaping.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait until they pour out into the hallway.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Anybody got that? Could someone break all their legs?
Revel says, I could try, but it might go badly.
Because I could try. I have enough mana to completely negate paradox.
Can I
be my guest?
All right.
Can I scour my pattern for mana right now?
Yeah.
That'd be a lethal damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then I'll get 3 mana
Dig
back.
deep.
And then the paradox will actually be 1 paradox dice instead.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Let me check the math on that. 6. Oh, it'll be 2 paradox dice because I can only spend 5. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do it that way.
All right, and yeah, I'm gonna find the thing and cast it on, the targets and break everyone's legs.
Okay. There's 20 targets.
Okay. I know 8 is minus 8 dice, so I'm already starting bad.
Yeah, if you want to do 20 targets, it's minus 4 dice and advanced scale.
Okay, so what is that? Is that a reach?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. I'm trying to find because is it the superlative luck that I impose?
I think it's like it's a hex or a bane or whatever.
A boon, yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's the opposite of a boon.
Yep.
Hex, yeah. Leg rack hex.
Oh, okay. So where am I getting that from? Like what spell am I casting?
I think no, not superlative luck. It's the one that lets you do hexes.
Exceptional luck? Yep.
Yes.
This spell bestows a boon or inflicts a hex. Okay.
Yep. And you don't have to do any of the special reaches.
Nope. Okay, so let's see. And it's a level 2.
It is withstood by composure.
Okay. So I try and
You can go ahead and roll your spell, Amidine. So as you get to the edge and sort of prepare, they rush out into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Get up to like right there.
Okay, 4 successes, but the good news is that it's a praxis.
Okay. How many paradox?
2 paradox dice.
No paradox.
Okay.
Okay, advanced scale and minus 4 dice. Okay.
For succeeding the thing on a practice, you can get a point of mana back. Or increase
you regain a point of willpower. You can increase one of the spell factors by 1, or you can refund your mana and get a mana back.
Oh, does that include mana I spent on paradox?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a mana back. Wow.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Good shit.
Okay.
So and then you're changing the gravity to be this way.
Yeah, just towards the altar.
Yep.
Scale was just enough for the hallway, but not for like the sides of the octagon room.
Yep. Pour them all in.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the 5th
And then you're rolling your leg rack.
And this is the 5th time I've cast.
So that's
composure
6 dice total.
Okay, and it's resisted by composure, so that means
Yes.
my potency is what I have to put up.
Yeah, well, your potency is going to be 4 base, right?
Oh yeah. I thought it was not this, but is it
Yep.
the fate?
Yes, it's fate.
Okay, so
Fate
it's
dice.
4 base. So that means 5 would be minus 2. 6
Yep.
would be minus 4. Okay, so I'd be at 6 dice with a bunch of paradox. So I'll spend all 5 mana on paradox to reduce it down to 1.
Okay. Yep.
Yep, that's about where we're at right now.
Oh wait, And then you use your dedicated tool, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's a chance die then.
Okay.
And you'd only have to spend 4 mana.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. No paradox.
Alright, let me spend mana. Catching. And willpower I'm spending on this spell. Because I'm casting at 6 potency, and I'll have 6 dice. That's good enough. I think 6 potency is enough, I hope. These guys... let's go 7. Let's go 7. 4 dice.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Shit, I missed. Oh, try again with 1 less? Or not?
Well, I mean, they are getting slotted all off down towards the abyss now because of the gravity.
Yeah. Oh, and I did succeed. Oh, well, on the second.
I mean, they're probably still within range.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're able to hold up. Like the broken legs are just cautionary in case they had to. They had problems and they didn't want to go down if they could climb super well or something.
Yeah, I don't know what their capabilities.
Yeah, you didn't have to fight them, so.
Right.
Yeah, so you just toss them into the abyssal portal, and they all just fly down there. As soon as you do end up breaking their legs on the second try.
Yeah.
Just snap on the way down. You hear their bones cracking and snapping as they hit each other. And then Rapture pulls the stone from either side of the wall across and begins casting spells to seal it. So with the help of Dominus and Caliban, they seal it up in a similar way to what you saw before.
Right. Yeah, with the 3 different nimbuses in it.
Yep.
Whew.
Oh no, yeah, I guess Nave helps too with that because he does the time component. Yeah, so
now the only thing we have to worry about is an entire military base full of mundane troops that we just walked through.
But invisibility.
Let's say, Nave says, well, our allies should have done well with that. Shall we go up and see how they're doing?
Yes, although I suppose the enemy soldiers are sleepers, yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
at least as far as I know.
Okay, right. So we probably won't.
Well,
we probably won't be much help, anyways.
Unless we were invisible.
We work some more subtle magics.
Right. I'm not used to subtle.
No, it is something that your type tends to lack a bit.
Laughs at Obramus.
Well, that was quite the scary pants-shitting situation.
Yes, well done, everyone, Dominus says. Let us get out of here and assess the situation above ground, and then
we'll gotta
plan for the future.
Yes, absolutely need a debrief, because the fact I'm holding this.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what to do with that.
I remember that we shouldn't have that.
Yeah, no. Just by achieving this, the future has changed. How? I guess you'll have to see.
Yeah, this will be fun. This will be a fun look into the future and seeing what it'll change.
Yeah, so to wrap things up, you guys go up through the bunker. Their troops are capable of dealing with those occupying, and they you know, like, you might help a little bit here and there, but like it's not significant enough to really bother with. Like we could play it out, but it would be like another hour and a half of stuff, which is pretty much assured victory because all of the people left are those red guys that you just like straight up ignored during this fight.
Yeah.
That's everyone else. So like they are so beneath you.
Oh man.
But you do the whole torch and burn of all of their like research and notes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess describe to Nave is his name.
Mm-hmm.
The sort of time shenanigans we ran into when trying to investigate.
He says, "Oh, yes, that's my standard
Yes. Okay.
for things like this that don't want anyone poking their nose into."
Well, it's what piqued my interest.
Yes. Well, sometimes some people have a tendency to poke their nose into places that are tightly locked up.
That they know they shouldn't be. Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Can't do much about that.
no, just, I guess, anticipate it.
Indeed.
That someone will always come looking.
Well, if it happens after I'm gone, then it's your problem.
Indeed. I'll gladly take up this this task.
So you get out to the base of Castle Stauffenberg, and the troops have taken the castle. You guys spend several hours sort of like cleaning up, and then you finally get a chance to sit down in their camp and discuss what happened and what you plan to do for the future. So most importantly, this book that sits among you, foreboding by its very nature, and much less securely closed than when you had found it in the future.
Right. So, what I know about the future of this book, or the future that was, is that, well, we don't know if U5 recovered it after the events of today, or not. But what I do know is that in our time in Santa Fe, this book was in the hands of a very powerful elder vampire by the name of Tenekai.
Yes, I believe you mentioned him.
Yes.
Rapture says.
We are pretty sure that this book is how Tenekai knew of the abyssal monster that was sealed away, and used it, and with that knowledge engaged on a plan to warp your reincarnation, I guess points to the local Tanya, into attempting to kill us in order to prevent its escape. In our past, this book was currently in the hands of the Pinnacle Empire. So, what do we do with it instead, I guess is the question. Because, hypothetically here, Gray, can we take this with us when we go back in time?
Yeah, I kind of was thinking about that. I want to.
As you're saying that, why don't you guys give me wits and composure rolls?
Okay. Because if we take it with us, that's going to be a duration of 50 and buys time. Yes?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 success.
I got 2.
2 successes.
Yes.
Okay. So, you're talking, you notice the like pages of the book are there's like black on them, and they're sort of like dripping this black ichor out of the pages, like something sort of oozing out.
Oh dear.
And I'm not sure when this started, but it has sort of become more evident. It seems to have happened when you started talking about it, actually.
It's alive.
And Maeve says, oh, shit, do you see that?
Oh shit, yes I do.
Hold on a second.
No, I've got a few of those.
Kind of pauses and
Sam's just holding it out by his belt at arm's length.
yeah. This book is closely related to whatever creature you talked about in your future.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not done doing whatever it's doing. Put it that way. I think we've only forestalled the emergence of its source. And from looks of it, this is the focal point of that ritual. By removing it from there, it seems that we have stopped what's happening here, but it's going to cause problems wherever it is. Rapture says we should seal it away then.
It definitely wasn't leaking when we saw it before.
Yes, we need to find it, secure it. Keep whatever it is from emerging from it.
If it's sealed away in our future, will Tenekai uncover it?
Well, I mean, if you were to seal it, what sort of container would you be thinking of?
We'd have to do some more large-scale research, but
one made of silver, garlic, and wooden stakes.
The garlic thing is a myth.
I know it is.
And silver is for werewolves.
I don't know. You shoot a vampire with enough silver, I bet he'd die.
Point.
I mean, technically correct.
Although more than you might think.
Right. Okay.
As to your question, Amadine, I think we would need something pretty large scale to keep this under lock and key.
Yes.
Not so much the book itself, but the power behind the book.
I see. Well, the book itself in our time was sealed in a ornate chest and chained to the bottom inside with a pentagram of chains. I don't know if that's something that you would have come up with.
A good start, yes.
I understand any sort of magic that would go into that, but maybe a head start on your research there.
How much longer are you in this time?
A few more days, I think, to the 10th. No, that's when we arrived, was the 10th. So we have a month from the 10th.
Yep, so it's... what time? What is it now? April 3rd right now. So you have another week.
Yep, 7 more. Yeah, that's what we left. We wanted to have it, give ourselves a week for after time.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember now. Just to deal with whatever the repercussions are.
So,
do what we can.
if you guys know better than we do what to do about this, don't let us stop you in case time is of the essence. But I wish to spend the next week just dumping as much. Off chance it helps anything you think of.
Dominus, there's nods all around the circle, and Dominus says, I think we can, if we work together here, and time is of the essence, then we can put together something before you depart from this time. Something more tangible to give you information for the future. And Rapture says, we should bring it to my hometown. I'm more familiar with the ley lines around there. That will help.
Rapture's hometown is where?
What's that? Santa Fe.
Hometown is where?
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
Hey. Yeah. No objections from me there.
Yeah. 50 years ago, Santa Fe, that's fine. A little different, but...
Oh, it's like 70 years ago.
70,
right now. Yeah. 70 some.
Yep.
And then Knave says, that being said, as I believe you mentioned, you could take it with you.
Yeah, you could.
It might cause problems for future if this is so closely tied to the events that you're dealing with in the future. It seems as though taking it with you would remove those events.
Yeah,
they would not happen, and thus your purpose and your existence may not even be there.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the consequences.
Come back changed or not come back at all.
So, the book, bringing it back with us may cause the other book to non-exist and everything attached to it to have never happened.
Indeed.
Okay. In that case, would constant presence override it? Or
normally, yes, but with the more powerful magic that you use to come back, it's not a certainty.
Correct. Yeah, that's that's what I was thinking. I would have to spend some time, ritual, maybe get it as strong as I could possibly muster.
It's an option, certainly, and it would be your... you would be risking yourselves doing it, and ridding us of quite a load of trouble, if I'm going to be honest with you, so the decision is certainly up to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of like tempting fate and messing with time. I wouldn't mind trying.
Perhaps a prophecy or two before.
Yes.
I'll let you handle that, of course.
Yes.
It's your neck on the line.
Definitely not here.
No. Caliban, when can we get out of here? And he says, give me a day or two to recharge the old battery, unless someone wants to donate.
How do you donate?
Well, Prime Magic, you can channel mana.
I was wondering if I could do anything.
Yeah, I mean, like anyone, if you're willing, you can get mana taken from you and put into him, basically, like what Dominus did.
have some
Mhm.
mana.
Okay. How much are you willing to give?
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'd
6 down.